Oh, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like it o'clock, and just so happens to be when I feel like it. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Yes, you are. Okay, well, the Marner situation just keeps on going here. I'm on my way to Pilates here, so I have to keep this relatively short. But the Marner situation just keeps on going. If you look at, I'm sure you've watched my previous video there on Barrie and what I thought about that trade, about trading Kadri for Barrie for basically what is 1 year. Now, I said that the only way this makes sense or is worthwhile is if they either can sign Barrie and Marner, which I don't really even actually like that idea because the depth that they would have, like even the depth that they have on defense with Barrie right now, having Cody Ceci as your fourth defenseman is not ideal, I would say, at all. If they can sign them both, they win that trade, I would imagine. Or if they do what I've been saying all along, and I think that they will, I think this just may happen. Now there's rumors out there that this afternoon there's going to be a big offer for Marner, and the big rumor is it's the New York Islanders. Okay. Lamoriello, I don't think is a guy that's all good with offer sheets. He doesn't like them. I don't think he thinks it's a very good idea, but what I do think he'll do. See, Lamoriello likes to do stuff, make himself look good, but he's really doing it at the same time. Toronto's in a tough spot. The New York Islanders don't have crazy cap space, but Ladd is probably going to go on the IR in the beginning of the year, and it frees them up for about 12 or 13 million. Not to mention, this is what I likely think would happen, is he would heavily discuss a trade with Toronto, with this overlying idea that, I could offer sheet this shit, right? But I would never offer sheet. So it's sort of like, what countries can do with missiles and say, I would never use missiles, but let's just negotiate, shall we? Right. Okay. Well, that's what I likely would see happening. And I honestly think it's best for Toronto to trade Marner at this point. Okay, Dubas has obviously decided early on that the most important position he wanted to take care of was center. So he got Tavares. He already had Matthews. Now, again, and I can't disagree with him totally. I just love Marner a lot, and I know a lot of you people out there do too. I really, really love Marner. I hate to see him go. I didn't really like the Tavares. I would have rather signed Marner and Matthews and found maybe a lesser center. I could be wrong. Might not be me. It might be just me, but I just love Marner that much. So a lot of people don't love Marner as much as I do. I think I would take him over Panarin, and I got a lot of shit from my fans out there about me saying that sort of thing. But I do. I like him. I like his fire. I like his tenacity. He's got an amazing skill level. I just love him. But as it is, I think if you're going to go this way, and I said it in my previous videos, which I'm sure you've watched, I think they got to trade Marner and sign Barrie because their defense. I'll go down. I'm going to go look up their defense here right now while I'm talking to you. Now that they have Barrie there, you've got Morgan Riley, Jake Muzzin on left, Tyson Barrie, Travis Dermott, Cody Ceci on right, and Ben Harper. As it stands, the top three of Riley, Muzzin, and Barrie is great. There's nothing wrong with that if you can sign him. But after that, Travis Dermott is serviceable. I wouldn't put him in like the top 10 of the 3-4s out there, but he's not bad. Cody Ceci, they're rolling the dice that Ottawa was a tough place to play, and he's got more in the tank, and maybe he does. Ben Harper, I'm sorry, he couldn't make that defense there, and I doubt he's going to be a 7th, 8th defenseman. And Martin Marincin, you all know what you got there. What you have here is a pretty darn good puck-moving defense, soft, very soft, but one that won't be there if you don't sign Barrie. If you don't sign Barrie, it doesn't look very good. And people say, well, you know, they got Sandin coming up and Liljegren coming up. True to a degree, but neither one of them are going to be Barrie, okay? And you need somebody like that on the right side. You need your top two. You need Barrie, I'm sorry. You just absolutely need him. So you either have to sign Barrie and Marner, which is going to cost you, bring your, basically half your cap on 4 players. And I just can't see it happen. It just doesn't work in the NHL now. So I think that Toronto is forced to trade Marner, and if the New York Islanders are threatening that much to do it, I mean, I could go through the other teams that might want to do something like this, but I think the Islanders are fair. So let's say there's another reason why the Islanders would be appealing was that you have Josh Bailey there, who played very well with Tavares. So you could go with Josh Bailey. I would try heavily to get Devin Taves. Josh Bailey and Devin Taves, and don't ask for any more, because you get some killer cap space there. Devin Taves, you're going to have a hell of a time wrestling Devin Taves from Lamoriello. I think it might even be a non-starter. They might just say, sign Matthews, we'll go with what we got. It might be. If it is a complete non-starter, and they're still threatening to sign, to do the offer sheet, I probably would push to see if Lamoriello will actually go through it for as long as I possibly could. But if he holds off long enough, maybe think of a Letty or Bode Wild, young guy who they drafted in the 2nd round a year ago, scored over a point a game, and as a defenseman in junior, and probably isn't going to need that much time to percolate in the minors is a possibility. I don't think they would let you touch Noah Dobson, maybe Sebastian Aho, but if you're going to go Sebastian Aho, if that's the way it is, I'm wanting more than just Josh Bailey. I'm wanting 1st round picks and stuff like that. But that's pretty much what it would look like. For your sake, I would hope they could get Bailey and Taves. If they could get Bailey and Taves, and I'll go to the Toronto, because I'm going long here. I thought I said I only had a little bit of time. I'll go to Toronto here again, and you can put Bailey and Taves in there, and you've got, take Zach Hyman off the top. You put Bailey with Tavares and Kapanen, and Matthews with Johnson and Nylander. That's a damn good top 6. You throw Taves in your top. You throw Taves, who's a righty, and you've got Morgan Riley and Tyson Barrie as your top 2, Muzzin and Taves, and Dermott and Ceci. That is a decent top 6, a very decent top 6. Plus you got Liljegren and Sandin pushing for time as well. I think that's what you got to do, and then you can sign Barrie as well. I hate to see Marner go, but I think I would do that. That's my full 42%, boys and girls. I've almost gone to 10 minutes now. I'm going to need to add another nap in today. Jesus, putting all this time, but it's all for you. All for you, my fans. Hit the subscribe button. I'll send you a My NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace. Airplane to your door. Helicopter, actually. Helicopter to your door and signed by me. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.